Okay, testing. Yep, it's looking good. Alright, more Banner Saga. Movement. Do you see it now, Rift? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, bringing it up. Herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. Oomph. Much oomph. Taco Bell commercial first, though. Yep, because Taco Bell. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. Let's continue. Odlif. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in right away for me. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddlif because before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years that you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happens. You're right, I should. It should be mine. I should carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Come on, Rook. This isn't time for pretend. And not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? The first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. She looks sideways, eventually giving a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard, or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. Truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she heads back to the camp. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Make it renowned out of it. I'll take it. Alright, everyone but the twins are, herpaderped. I don't think I need to train at the moment. Huh? I wasn't paying attention. There's a Banner Saga 3 Kickstarter? At a small splendid trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. You nod. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. Complaints of Raffinier's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time a man stumbled over some tent pulling this through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. The clansmen put out both the fire and the wagon. It's for you'll rest and drink away from everyone until you learn to control yourself, you tell the man. The caravan approves your decision until disappears one evening. When you finally find him, it's a corpse at the bottom of a steep ravine. He must have stumbled into it. It was a nuisance, but nobody wanted to see it end like this.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
You jostle through fellow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellir for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. I'll find you amongst the refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Block, Spellkill, Greyhorn, and people from Britta, and all the Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellir, the Frostvellir, has locked himself in the Great Hall. That's why they closed the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. With our whole caravan? South, but Sigrimhold or Bosgard is so far away they may as well as be horseborn lands. The Reds are moving south. If we keep going west, we might get out of their path. Wormtoe is half as far as Sigrimhold, full of arrow, and across the waste. These people won't make it. I don't like any of these ideas. That's because they're all bad. There's no point in talking about leaving. We have to get in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest house and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? The gate's closed. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. And that's why I love live. Yeah, I know where you saw it. It's just I don't pay attention enough. Ooh, a market. A Mookit. I don't think I've seen this one. You spend a whole day at the rest house. Everyone gives you the same story. Chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here at Alette. We could help them. Gil pulls you aside. I'm going to call him Gil from now on because I'm fairly sure that's how I'm supposed to be pronouncing it anyway. Oh my god. To the horse barn. There's centaurs in this game? I figured that they meant horseborn as in, like, born as in movement. As in, like, waterborne or airborne. Oh, my innards. Gil pulls you aside. I followed the outside of the city wall, he says. There's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but a handful of us get in. We might open the gates from the inside. The rest house is overflowing with... and noise. Oh, God. I'll spend the day along with the others in the caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gate. I overheard from one of the women that the city has been setting out carts with food around. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart back in. Oddliff protests, aside from leading to a fight, that would probably mean no more food for them. I want to get involved if others are going to suffer for it, you say. You return. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor. When you arrive at the narrow ducts, go without me. Looks like it'll get you to the top of the walls and then down to the gates where you can... I got a bad feeling about this too, but fuck it. When Eagle says water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you manage to squeeze your way through some tight stonework and force your way past an iron grate. You take stairs to the top of the wall as you approach the gates. Armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. And yeah, you didn't see that before because I didn't click the option that brought up that dialogue before. Oh, dear me. Hey, this is the same place that we fought the ambush. Christ, and handbag. She's going first, then her, then... I'm not having you harm my anythings. Damn, Gibby. I didn't want to do this. Sorry, dear. twap. I deem you will not have armor. Oh, you little bastard. Come on, deflect. Damn it. Odd lifts down. Down he goes. Aye. Oof. Much oof. That just judging shots a Centaur Party, a game description referencing horseborn and race achievement is horseborn another for male. Huh. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the door closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and far outside, I would have brought you in. I'm EQ. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding in the Great Hall. Oh, really? You think... I think you mean hiding out in a grave. He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. There are 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the god-forsaken Varro. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration that is stating the obvious. We had more dangerous here than out there. Look, I was in charge before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, Then you've got your own Varro. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me. And to take back Velter. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. You can feel Ikio sizing you up on the spot, his hands hovering near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Ikio and his men disappeared down dark alleys. I hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Hiver. Bum, bum. Now we're back here. Akin, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, now realizing Morg was talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Akin! I was saying the Varro we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. So he insisted we take a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seems competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that's wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You sure that wound has healed, Ludden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something were to happen to the prince on the mission of peace, the lines would rot. Or worse. We'd only be made to do this again later. I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us to the Wandering Road or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Lund turns abruptly with a scowl. He stands back to his ring of tents and his followers. Wandering Road's not an option with this army. I could crush the boy's skull with one hand. If Ludden won't be deterred, we'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludden get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Haken? Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Morg. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady, old Morg, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. I came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. If the governor has this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest will want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? A couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. No big deal. We've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. Excuse me. There are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Lutton's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Lutton's pet brawl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. This girl in red is scary too, Ursa. She's probably the best fighter London got, to be honest. I've heard some Varl calling her the Witch. Why? Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fires upset our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make sense. Which? They're not scholars, Hackett. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. More than I am. Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their death. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. It just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it would surprise him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Never mind. Anyway, I'm worried about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. I'd rather not say, Hacken. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It'd be better if you let me worry about it. How did Wagner die? Ran into the dredge. Wasn't expecting it. No. When we found him, he was laying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? What else was there? You think Ludden... He probably didn't, but... Damn it. We should keep an eye on the bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let me know if there's anything else. I will. Scrivener. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got the chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, I listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Moore's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. How do you mean? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Aberrang for that, you know? You mean the long banner? Yes, the Munders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludden's? God forbid. Ah, you relic. The gods have been long dead for a long time. Or have they? Old habits, I suppose. You know how old I am, dare I ask? I'm competing, you know? No one knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one named Snor. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Grofheim. Yeah. This... Wait. Wait a minute. Coomer. Is that our Coomer? The one that we get later, who's training Varlin fighters out east. There's another one named Coomer is close, I think. The adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Though. The Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. Chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery burner for Jung now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf hacking. Okay, I won't. Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like that happen before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl and the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Other things think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? The depths with you. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Oh, I guess there are. Don't worry about me. Alright, let me look over what I've got. I still have no items. I need to... Where the fuck is Ludden? Yeah, I'm not upgrading him. Okay, you go in and soften up people. You go in and hurt people. You go in and do that. No. Also, your icons clutter up chat very quickly, by the by. Look at that, says Morg. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just easily as pass by as rush up there and slaughter them. None overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started caring about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside. You tell London to stay by the caravan. He folds his arm, much about being treated like a child. Alright, let's do this. Right. Oh my god. Alright, that one's going first. Then the one in the middle. Then the one over there. Then that one. Remember, positioning them is the most important part. Instantly down one. Alright, you cut that out right now, mister. That one's down. Shit, that opened up a spot. Damn. God damn, they're getting some really lucky shots. Oh, that's not good. No. In theory... Okay. Move faster. Oh, ducky. This guy could own goal us. However, he's gonna go down no matter what I do at this point. Okay, I fucked that one up. Cut off goes and instantly gets KO'd. Yeah, if only. Well, he helped. Also, I don't quite think they understand what clockwise means. But, oh well. Haken! You can hear Lund's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day and you brace yourself. Can we speak? As equals? We can try. It's clear you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? I shouldn't be surprised, but don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? It is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Aberrang. I insist on joining the battle. Almost got it in your first encounter and you're ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me that you were his kindred. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next to kin Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years old, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man, is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. London looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. I want to know what that look looks like. It's like, he heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Let's talk to Bercy. You have a moment. As you approach, Bercy lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bercy. You're Haken. Now that we've got that out of the way, I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludden killed. Is it important to you? No, but that's one way of putting it. Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I've robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Not anymore. I had a lot of jobs. What a loaded question. Depends on what you mean. Whose back will you have in a fight if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does London understand that? London doesn't even understand that half his army's here just to protect him from people like he talks to. You laugh and grins, pleased with himself. So you're on the battlefield, O Lear of Varl. Will join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping London alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there's a bit of threat behind that gravelly request. Yrsa, right? She watches you approach with her... Okay. She watches you approach with her head tilted back, pointing a thumb towards London's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Excuse me. Can we talk? She shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. No? You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. She raises an eyebrow. We're on fire, don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them. She pulls an arrow, then flicks. She pulls an arrow, there's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in a tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp turns to watch. Don't. Tell me not to. No, he's mine. Before you have a chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You're his person. You are his personal bodyguard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludden? Luck. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, cocks her head to one side. Until next time? Hacken. You stop and look over your shoulder. I'm a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. If I can get an item with 2 strength, this is going to be a very, very easy adventure. Your purpose, good sir, is to break armor. Do so. Alright, you enjoy your dinner. I'm just gonna train these guys up a bit. Let's see about this. Ooh, ooh, what was that noise? Ow. Frick. God damn it. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright, who's moving? Morgue, right? Oh, fuck you, buddy. Ooh. And she's down. Yeah, I wanted to train her up, so if she's down, then fuck it. Let's try this for a moment. I wish I knew who was moving first. Okay, let's see. Okay, that shield banger. That dude. That dude. Oh dear. Make sure that she doesn't get hit again. Oh, fuck. Well, ducky. This should, in theory, work. Again, because I don't know who's going when, I have no clue. Okay, he's going first, then him, then him. So I should endeavor to have Ludden move him and... okay. Overextend just a little bit. Hold on. This guy's got 12. He can instantly... He'll go before... okay. What's the rage on Slayer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any luck? Ah, gosh darn, I can't move him up. but Akin moves up, covers her advance. Gunoff moves over here, distracts them. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Hmm. Really? You're gonna do that? You're an asshole. And she's gonna attack her. Or not. Okay, that's extremely surprising. 11 minus 3. Brain, please work with me here. Yes, that would be enough. Shit, he's down. And he's down. Sorry, dude. And... oh, God. I do not want her to go down. Okay, things are about to get very, very complicated. Ow. I forget, does he have Sunder? Yeah, he does. Okay. Oh, those ashes are just permanently there because she went down. Speaking of... Oh, I can actually upgrade her now. I think above all, I really am gonna need armor. Okay, I'm gonna restart the stream. Give me a second.